All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle one of the biggest questions out there. Where does motivation actually come from? And we're going to do it by exploring this short but really powerful story about a woman, a mountain, and, well, a huge shift in how we think about our goals. You've heard that voice before, right? We all have. It's that little whisper of doubt that just loves to show up right when we're facing a huge challenge. The one that tells you the goal's too far away, the work is too hard, that the dream is, well, just not for you. This is exactly where our story kicks off. And honestly, it's where every real journey begins. So before you ever take a single step, the first battle has already started. And it's not on the trail, it's in your head. It's the battle against that voice of doubt. Our character, Alara, is standing there at the bottom of her mountain. And right now, that voice is screaming at her. The story says her legs felt heavy with doubt. And that is such a perfect way to describe it. See, it's not the actual mountain that's stopping her. It's the mental weight of looking at the whole thing at once. That feeling of being completely overwhelmed, yeah, that's paralysis. That's what keeps us frozen in place. So how do you break out of that? How do you quiet that voice that's telling you it's impossible? Well, the answer is so simple, and it's the next critical part of this journey. You just have to take that first step. The secret weapon here? It's just action. Plain and simple. Notice she doesn't try to psych herself up or convince herself she can conquer the whole mountain. Nope, she just takes one step. And then another one. That forward motion, no matter how small it feels, starts to change absolutely everything. It turns that fuzzy, distant dream into a real, chosen destination.
But of course, the second you really commit, the second you start making progress, the path pushes back. It just always does, right? It's a non-negotiable part of any journey worth taking. For Alara, this pushback came in the form of this sudden, really powerful gust of wind.
But here's the thing about that wind. It's not just some random obstacle. It's a test. It's that moment that makes you dig in your heels and forces you to ask, why am I really doing this? That resistance, whatever form it takes, is there to show you how strong or how weak your reason for starting in the first place truly is. And that question, that's it. That's the heart of this entire explainer. The reason for the climb. This is the moment where Alara discovers the secret to a kind of motivation that doesn't just get you started, it actually keeps you going. Okay, look at this, because this slide just lays it out so perfectly. You've got two things pulling at you. Over on the left, the view from the top. That's the external stuff, right? The trophy, the finish line, the thing you get to show off. But Alara's real reason? That was on the right. The strength in the climb. That's an internal reward. It's something you find during the process itself. And this idea, it actually has a name: intrinsic motivation. Basically, it's the drive that comes from inside you. It's not about what you get at the end. It's about the pure satisfaction of doing the thing. And that was Alara's superpower. See, she wasn't climbing for a cool photo at the top. She was climbing for the feeling of getting stronger with every single step. And when she has that aha moment, her entire perspective on the challenge just flips. The energy she needs isn't waiting for her up at the peak. It's been with her this whole time. This line is everything. Just let that sink in for a second. Motivation isn't some magical resource you have to find before you can start. No, it's a fire you build from the friction of your own action. It's generated by the process, created by the very act of climbing. It was literally right there, under her feet. So let's map this out. Alara's journey gives us a repeatable blueprint, a kind of roadmap. First, you have to face that voice of doubt head-on. Then, you fight it, not with arguments, but with small, simple actions. When that inevitable resistance shows up, you push through it by grabbing onto your intrinsic why, that internal reward. And that is how you unlock a powerful, lasting motivation that comes from the inside out. And that, of course, brings this all back to you. Think about that mountain you're looking at in your own life, that goal that feels too high. Based on everything we just went through, forget about the summit for a minute. Seriously, forget the view from the top. The only question that really truly matters right now is this one. What's the first step on your path?